Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Greenwave Radio, alternative media television. Who even cares at this point? I've got an urgent message. Please help me get it out there to the people of the world. I'm just getting confirmed reports. These are from major headlines, major news sources. The UN condemns Syria. They're calling for Assad to step down. What does this mean? They have given Assad an ultimatum. Again, he's the head of Syria. They're telling him either step down in the next couple of weeks or we're going to kill you. So they're giving him two options: step down or we're going to kill you. Again, we saw this. We've seen this in the Middle East and Northern Africa throughout the past several years. We saw this with Saddam Hussein. Anytime any of these leaders, these global leaders, they try to get off the petrodollar, they try to lose the US dollar as the world reserve currency with their oil trade, the United States goes in, they invade, and they kill these people. It's the same thing that happened again with Saddam Hussein before we killed him. It's the same thing that happened recently here with Muammar Gaddafi in Libya before the United States brutally assassinated him publicly for the entire world to see on YouTube. Now they are pitching the same rhetoric to Syrian President Assad. This is extremely dangerous. That what this tells us is that the global war is here. I have confirmed reports that we have secretive missions already taking place in Syria and Iran as we speak. Again, multiple reports, multiple sources on this. We are prepared, and the United States is ready for the invasion. Call it whatever you want. Describe it however you want: global war, global conflict, World War III, who cares? But I can tell you this: we are moments away. We are literally moments away from a full-blown ground invasion in these countries, whether or not it be Syria first, followed by Iran, or in conjunction together at the same time. Remember, we just had Hillary Clinton come out yesterday. She told us that they're not going to land ground troops until Assad gives the okay, until he gives the United States confirmation. This tells you two things. It tells you we're already there. Again, the troops are already there, and we're going to invade. It's a matter of time. And again, this is all around the petrodollar. This is all around Iran's decision, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's decision to move from the petrodollar. They're now trading oil. Its major partners, Russia and China, are trading oil outside of the US dollar. They're trading in gold. They're trading in their currencies. And anything else outside of US-based denominations. So please, get this out there. Share this with the people you know. I don't understand. I don't understand why the American people do not care. And also, something I really want to focus in on, something I think that we're going to see in the coming weeks and the coming months. I think oil is going to skyrocket. I think Brent crude is going to go absolutely through the roof. And again, I'm not in the trenches as a Wall Street trader, 24/7 anymore. Although I was a broker. Those of you that tune into my show know this. I was a broker for several years with Merrill Lynch. So I'm not just a guy spitting shit on a camera here. I was in it. I understand what's going on. I understand, what's happening with these macro forces. So ask yourself the question: why would oil explode? Why would oil go to, above $145 a barrel, which was the peak we saw in 2008 before the inevitable cyclical collapse of the stock market? Remember, this is when George Bush came on TV. George Bush fearmongered us. He told us it was Armageddon. He said we had to bail out the banks. The entire modern financial system was brought to his knees. It crumbled. It destroyed trillions of dollars worth of baby boomer wealth from the people of the world, and siphoned it off to the top 0.001%, which has been a direct result of OWS, Occupy Wall Street, everything that we've seen so far. Why would our regime want this? Why would the United States want this prior to the invasion of Syria and Iran, this global conflict, this global war? Here's why. Let me tell you why. When Joe Blow on the street, Joe Blow, sheeple American, can't fill up his pickup truck because he's a landscaper and he's trying to put food on the table and feed his family. When he can't fuel his truck, when oil goes to $5, $6 at the pump, the American people, they will create a cohesiveness. They will all back the war. They will be pro-war. They will be pro-destruction of Syria, pro-destruction of Iran. So again, I want you to watch oil. I want you to specifically watch the oil trade. I think it's going to skyrocket in the coming months. But when that happens, also keep in mind, not only will it create the cohesiveness behind the war, not only will it rally the support behind the war, it also will cement, this is very important, it will cement President Barack Hussein Obama's second presidential term. It will cement his position of power so they can continue the warmongering and the fearmongering of the American people. It will back these wars. But keep in mind, this is all cyclical. Oil, just like in 2008, I believe it peaked in July at around $145 a barrel. Following that, it hit an all-time low. I think it went down all the way to about 45 bucks. It was a cyclical collapse. The credit markets imploded. All that liquidity, all that money came out of the markets, just like it's going to come out in the near future, just like quantitative quantitative easing, 1, 2, 3, Operation Twist, all these programs are completely unsustainable. Again, it's been fabricated. It's a farce. And keep in mind the big forces here, the big geopolitical forces happening right now. DSK, why am I bringing up Dominique Strauss-Kahn? Remember, Greenwave TV, Christopher Green. I was the only person to say this right when it happened, when DSK was accused of rape. He was deboarded from a plane out of New York City, accused of raping a chambermaid at a very expensive well-to-do hotel. I called bullshit on. I said, bullshit. That bullshit. This guy's been framed. Why was he framed? And remember, this later came out. We were vindicated of this. This was something that we got right. And it's amazing. People, they forget this stuff. And I should reassure people, I should remind them that we were the ones that predicted this stuff happening. Why would they frame DSK? Well, here's why. DSK was the primary opponent of Nicolas Sarkozy for the French presidential election for the 2012 election. Nicolas Sarkozy yesterday just confirmed his re-election bid for his 5-year term, a new 5-year term in France. DSK, although he's a known philanderer, a known womanizer, and I don't approve of that, I don't think that's necessarily morally correct, he was seated to win the 2012 French presidential election. He was also the head of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Remember, this is all part of the NWO New World design. He was not pro-bailouts. He was not a fan of the United States. He was not pro-United States. So they took him out of power. Nicolas Sarkozy killed his opponent so it could cement the next 5 years dominating France, the next presidential one in 2012, and it also took him out of power of the IMF. And again, this is all fact. This is all facts, people. Look it up. It's a complete farce. All of this was lies. He was framed. Not only can he not run in the election, it secures Nicolas Sarkozy's position, it's taken him away from the IMF. Why am I bringing this up? Because again, this is all about the New World design. Nicolas Sarkozy, what did he do next? He placed his right-hand woman, Christine Lagarde, in the position of the head of the IMF. She is pro-bailouts. She is pro-New World Order. Again, why am I bringing this up? Because yesterday, we're talking about the World Bank. Hillary Rodham Clinton, guess, is vying for the position. So you've got Hillary Rodham Clinton, guaranteed, I would assume, I would almost guarantee it, she's the next head of the World Bank. We have her at the World Bank, Christine Lagarde at the IMF. Again, this is the construction of the New World Order paradigm. This is evil, satanic forces at work. I know people say, oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. But no, it's not. Remember, Greenwave, all alternative media organization, was the only organization to come out publicly and say DSK was framed in the first place. We were the only organization talking about World War III would be a direct consequential result of the 2008 financial crash and meltdown. We were the only organization. We were the only people to say this. And now it's coming into fruition. So you cannot deny facts. You cannot deny facts. This is not crackpot ideology. This is the truth. This is the reality, and the truth is always attacked. World War III is here. We have ground troops that can have confirmed reports. The UN is giving an ultimatum to Assad. We are ready to invade. The invasion is here. World War III is here. Pay attention. Share this. I don't understand why the American people don't care. I do not understand why they do not take this viral. Why we do not warn people, because here's why you should give a shit, America. This is why the people of the world should give a shit. Millions of people are going to die as a result. Just like millions of people have died already in Iraq and Afghanistan. Millions of people, mostly civilians, men, women, and children. Millions more are going to die as a result of this warmongering, as a result of this fear-mongering. It's the United States regime that is propagating this. It is the New World Order design. This is satanic. This is evil. We need to get it out there. We need to stop it. We need to take this country back. And I need the patriots of this country to step up. We do not promote violence. We promote peace. But share this information. Ideas. These are the biggest weapons that we have. It is far superior to any kind of weapon or bullet or anything else that we got. It's information. Share it, take it viral, get the message out. I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Greenwave TV, alternative media television, and I just deliver the Daily Wave. Hard-hitting and in your face, America.